walk me through? So you got your boiled water, you add your spaghetti.
Yeah, the first thing that we're going to do is I have water on the back. It's just coming up to a boil. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in there. You put for every pound of pasta, you want to put in about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of salt in your water, because that's what helps flavor this whole thing. And the pasta water becomes part of the sauce. So we're going to put this in. I have linguine on hand, so that's what I'm using. But you could use spaghetti, you could use bucatini, you could use fettuccine, you could use rigatoni. During this time, whatever noodle you're able to have is the noodle that you use. So as soon as it goes in, you kind of move the water around to make sure that it doesn't stick. Never put oil in your water, because then it doesn't allow the water to roll and boil nicely. So you don't want to put the oil in there. That's your first little tip. The next thing is, in my pan, I have my pan over medium-high heat, and I put just about a teaspoon of olive oil in there. So when I added my smoked cured meat, it got cooking right away. Now, classically in Italy, they would use guanciale here, which is jowl bacon. Delicious. Obviously a little bit harder to find. You could use pancetta. You could use bacon. Mm-hmm. At home, you could use ham or smoked turkey or any of those things to give you that kind of meaty flavor. So you could use your pantry to your advantage at this point.
Then I crisp it up, or do I kind of is it soft or is it crispy?
You're going to go almost crisp, like mid-crisp.
Gotcha.
So if you like your bacon super crispy, I would say go crisper. If you like a slightly fattier situation with your bacon, you could go less crisp. So either of those work. Now then, I take 4 whole eggs and I crack them into a bowl. To my bowl, after the eggs go in, and we're going to start to whisk these. You can do it with a fork or a whisk. You're going to put in about a cup of Parmesan into your eggs. So that goes in. All right, so then you're going to whisk this together. I put in about a tablespoon of pepper. So to that, I'm going to add some flat leaf parsley. And one of the big questions when we were doing Symon dinners, one of the big questions we got was I can't find fresh herbs right now. If you could only find dry herbs, that's fine. And with the dry herbs, you're going to only use about a third as much as you would fresh herbs. So that's just a simple tip that you could use to your advantage.
I like that tip because I early on I was buying fresh herbs, but it's hard to keep them, obviously. And you want to maximize your money, maximize what you're buying.
Yeah, 100%. So the pasta is going now. I'm going to take about 6 to 8 ounces of the pasta water, and I'm going to add it to my pan with my bacon, pancetta, guanciale, whatever I'm cooking in the pan. That's going to go in there. There's the base of the sauce. So it's the fat from the meat you're cooking with the salted pasta water, and that becomes the base of your sauce. So this is now over like a low heat. So now you need to finish the sauce. Now, if you wanted to make this not classic carbonara, but kind of use some things at your pantry to bulk it up, this is where you could add those pantry ingredients in. You could put in some chickpeas. You could use canned beans. You could use canned tuna, canned salmon, canned chicken, frozen vegetables, kind of expand this out. So now all we do is we have the pasta water here. I'm on low heat. I'm going to turn the heat off because when you add your eggs and your Parmesan and all that stuff, you don't want it to boil. So the heat's off now, and we take this cheese mixture and just stir it in our water and our bacon or pancetta or whatever we got going there. And the residual heat cooks that the rest of the way through, and you get this beautiful, silky, smooth sauce. Now we take our pasta and we add it to the sauce. Once this all gets tossed and comes together, we have just a beautiful, basic, simple carbonara that we could take the direction we want, depending on your own personal pantry ingredients, or you could just go straight forward just like this. And obviously that is delicious.
That looks amazing.
So that's going to go on my plate. Oh, yeah. Come on. I know Tom went low on the cheese, but I'm going to top it with a little bit more bark because why not?
I love it.